Good morning, everyone. It's been a minute, but we're back on the road. Got stuck at home for a few days, but freight is waiting for us in Winnipeg. I've got a flatbed behind me. Hooked onto it last night already, made sure it was all ready to go. Double checked it again this morning right now. So I'm gonna go pick up our freight, and that freight is taking us near Sudbury, Ontario. It's about a 2-day drive from here. From there, I'm headed down to Toronto for a reload. We'll see where that reload takes me. Let's get going. It's a cold morning. It's about minus 33 Celsius outside, minus 20 Fahrenheit, somewhere in that range. It's a cold one. So let's stay warm. Let's get her done. It's gonna be a good day. Early for our loading appointment. I'm planning to be about 20 minutes early, just so that I'm ready. Apparently this load was supposed to be loaded on Friday already, but we had that big blizzard on Friday and they were unable to get the freight on the trailer. The winds were like 60, 65 miles an hour. So we got it moved to today. Someone else was going to load it for me then, so now I got to load it myself, but that's okay. I can't imagine throwing straps and loading up this freight in that kind of weather. It was a really bad blizzard then. It shouldn't take too long to load the stuff, and the load is actually a really good one. It's nice and light, but it should fill up the whole trailer. We'll see what we got for what they got for us once we get there. It's a legal load, which means it's not oversized. As long as that's the case, and I don't got to worry about flagging it or permits or stuff like that, it shouldn't take too long. Well, it's time to get out there and tie this freight down. It's not going to tie itself down. Wouldn't that be cool though? Just push a button and beep, all the straps go over. You know, if you could invent a trailer like that, you'd be a billionaire. No idea how it would work though. Whoa! Wow, yeah, that's frosty out there. This thing is frozen to my face. Frozen to my beard. Ow! Ow! I gotta wait for it to thaw out before I take it off. Okay, let's get rid of my shoes and stuff here. Ow! Ow! Yeah, okay, that'll take a minute. My beard is frozen. I think we're good to go now. We feel frozen. Okay, let's see. Ah, freedom. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Yep. This thing off. Okay. Oh, look at that. Just ice. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. But we're loaded. Tarps on the back. I don't need them for this load. I might need them for my reload, so I take them along just in case. And this is going to a small town near Sudbury, Ontario. It's a full 2-day drive to get there. Probably about, oh, good weather, say 20 hours of driving, give or take, something like that. I've got to unpack myself. Get all of my layers off. Whew. Glad I brought along all my extra stuff. I needed it today. It's not bad working in cold like this if you have the proper clothing. Like, I was hot
nice and warm the whole time. Not sweating, actually. It was the perfect temperature body-wise. Like, I wasn't sweating, but I wasn't cold. I have these big overalls that I have on to keep my legs warm. Plus, I'm wearing lined Wrangler jeans, wool socks, a sweatshirt. Well, I had my big winter jacket on and a sweatshirt and a t-shirt underneath that. Plus, I had my toque on, covering my face as well, and covering my neck. And I had winter boots on with ice cleats. So I was pretty comfortable sitting out there the whole time. And then I had my gloves. I have one pair on the dashboard here, and I'm wearing one pair. So when my hands start to get cold, I just run up to the cab, quickly switch gloves to my warm pair, put my cold pair on my dash so that it warms up. And then I switch them like that. I only had to switch them about 3 times, I think. That way my hands stay nice and toasty warm. It's like having heated gloves, but not. It is getting pretty warm in here now, though. Woo! We can turn the heat down now. Yikes, had it cranked in here. Dryden, Ontario. Feels like I've been driving all day already, but we're just getting started, just getting warmed up. This is only the first, what, 3.5 hours?
In 1 kilometer, slide left on Trans-Canada Highway, Highway 17.
We'll probably go for about another 8 to 9 hours today yet. It's always that first day back on the road. I got stuck at home for a little while, so it's after being home for a few days, getting back in the truck, the first day is always the hardest, and then after that you sort of get into a rhythm. We're still sitting at negative 26 degrees Celsius, or nope, sorry, minus 27. That's negative 15 Fahrenheit.
In 400 meters, slide left on Trans-Canada Highway, Highway 17.
I don't think we're going to get much relief temperature-wise going through Ontario. I talked to the receiver where we're headed to near Sudbury. He said it's minus 30 there as well. Hopefully it will warm up in general a little bit soon. I think we're only going to get these cold temperatures for one more day, and then it's supposed to warm up. You never know. They change their mind all the time. I'm going to pull into the Esso up ahead here, the truck stop, grab a coffee. Have a little snack, maybe.
Road for 307 kilometers.
It's just here on the left. Oh boy, it looks a little bit plugged up here. All the aisles are blocked. Huh. Can't get in here. gone in this entrance here, but this is typically the exit. But if all the pumps are blocked over there, then it becomes the entrance. So I'm going to turn around here and back in right beside these two drivers. Those W990s, the sort of the sister truck to the W900, I guess, are very popular in Eastern Canada. You see them practically nowhere else. Nowhere else, but for some reason, especially in Quebec. You go to Quebec, you see those things, those 990s are everywhere. I guess it's sort of just a regional trend. I don't know, it's not a real W900, so it's not really my cup of tea, but I wouldn't never rule out never owning one. I would just like this truck to keep going forever. That's what I would like. I think the W990s are a little too plastic. I don't know, it's just not a W900.
We pulled into Flying J in Shunaya, is that how you pronounce it? Shunaya, just past Thunder Bay. I think this is where we're going to spend the night. Let me grab my other camera so you can see me a little better. That's better. Much better low light on this camera. So this is the safest place for me to stay tonight. It has a 24-hour truck stop here, so if my truck suddenly stops heating for whatever reason, I can go inside, or if it doesn't start or whatever. I have a warm place where I can go into and stay warm. The only place between here and Wawa that I can think of all don't have 24-hour facilities. So from here, it's 991 kilometers, or about 600 miles or so, to our destination, and that'll be near Sudbury. So we'll get all the way up to probably Nairn Center, somewhere around there. Tomorrow around supper time, I think. I'll have a good night's sleep here. I'm in no big rush tomorrow. I didn't sleep as long as I wanted to last night because we had to get up so early, even though it was kind of pointless because I sat there and waited for a couple of hours to get loaded anyway. But it is what it is. That's trucking. But yeah, we'll continue this vlog tomorrow. We'll get a little bit more footage in this vlog. This day kind of flew by and I don't think I filmed much, so I just keep yawning. Oh, obviously I need to go back there and just sleep. So I'll see you in a second. I'm gonna go grab a couple hours of sleep. I'll be right back.
The sun's back up and so are we. We're getting trucking. So we just left the Thunder Bay area. Like you saw in the last clip there. We stayed at the Flying J. That was just like 2 seconds ago for you. I realized I had a full night. I slept good. I'm ready for a new day. We have about 600 miles to get behind us today. We're going to do half of it on this vlog and we're going to do half of it on tomorrow's vlog. So let me show you some of the scenery in wintertime going down Highway 17. We're not going to take 11 around the north. We're going to take 17. It's a pretty scenic highway as well. Just goes around the north edge of Lake Superior on the Canadian side. nestled in the hills here just on the north side of Lake Superior. All the lakes are frozen. You can see snowmobile tracks going straight across the center of the lake. I would expect the ice is pretty thick by now. It's been cold. No ice fishing shacks though. I really gotta learn more about that. I mean, if I lived right on a lake, you'd think you'd want an ice fishing shack. You gotta find stuff to do in the wintertime that's fun, right? You either play hockey or you go snowmobiling or something. I drive a truck. I don't have time for fun, but if I lived on the lake, I mean, it's right there. You have a boat for the summertime and you have a little ice fishing hut for the wintertime, right? I mean, so the other side of the lake, we're headed east right now, so the lake is off to our right. The other side of the lake is the northern panhandle of, the northern part of Michigan, right? And Wisconsin. The Lake Superior is named after Superior, Wisconsin, I think. I mean, that's what I would gather. Because Superior is a city in Wisconsin right on the lake. So I sort of just put two and two together there. Correct me if I'm wrong. Just like I'm assuming Lake Ontario is named after Ontario that it borders. Lake Winnipeg and Lake Manitoba are in Manitoba. Yeah, that sort of makes sense, except for Detroit Lakes. That's a town in Minnesota. Nowhere near Detroit. I don't even know if there's a lake nearby there. I'll have to look on a map. Confusing, right? But I am getting ready to wrap up today's video, so we're probably gonna pull in to Wawa up the road. Take a little break there, take a little breather, and wrap this up so we can start tomorrow's video. We got more scenery like this all the way through today. And I'd like to share some of it with you in tomorrow's video. Before this, I have to film it before the sun goes down. Temperatures have not gotten any better. We're still sitting at about minus 28 Celsius, minus 18, minus 17 Fahrenheit, somewhere in there. Doesn't really matter at that point. It's cold. So I got my winter front. Getting up close that window so that turbo doesn't blow out your ears. I got my winter front on my grill, keeping my rad and my engine a little bit warmer, a little bit protected from these ice cold wind chills that must be just flowing into the front of my truck. And we also have some anti-gel products in my fuel from House, just to make sure that nothing funny happens in my fuel tanks, you know. I like my fuel filters the way they are, thank you. Free flowing. It is a beautiful day to be up here though, you gotta say. Despite the cold, at least it's not storming. We're gonna wrap this up here. I gotta start tomorrow's video. The sun is going down fast. We're not quite in Wawa yet. That is the name of the town, Wawa, like the convenience store in, was it Pennsylvania? I think you guys got Wawas there, right? W-A-W-A, that's the name of the town. I'll probably still be stopping in there, or close by there anyways for a coffee. That'll probably be around the time for my afternoon coffee. We'll see. Let's just check on my load here real quick. I'm here at a load check area, a little pull out. Gonna make sure the tires all still have air in it. Go clean off my tail lights, all the usual stuff. Looks like everything's still on the trailer. That's great news. It's great news. It's always a good feeling whenever you get out of your truck to check your load and it's all still there. Fantastic. My tail lights are cleared off. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you in tomorrow's video, right here. Thanks to all of you who have subscribed. I got a bunch of messages this last week saying that, hey, you've watched me for a long time, you finally went and subscribed because I kept bugging you to. I'm gonna bug all the rest of you one more time. If they can do it, so can you. Don't forget to head down below my video and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you tomorrow.